Hi everyone, this is a midweek review of the STI. Over the weekend I showed you this chart of STI where I said that very likely an expanding triangle is forming. I said that there's 5 legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the fifth leg expected to break through this top boundary and then turn down. Now this chart is updated with the latest price action. But do note that today's price action is not in yet, and today STI closed at 2786.9, which is somewhere around here. Okay, so it is the move so far has been in line with what's been predicted earlier, and to get a better feel of or to confirm this price move, let's take a look at the rest of the charts that was also presented in the same video. First, I showed you the Keppel Corp. I said that there's Keppel Corp has done a 5-wave impulsive move, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, with expected correction to about 38.2% or 50% or 62%. And so far we've had this correction to, but it didn't even come close to 38.2. so I think that what's happening is that the correction itself has broken down into a subwave structure. So we have a ABC, we are going to have a B wave followed by another ABC to roughly about 62% before the move before the Keppel Corp continues its bearish move downwards. Next, I showed you Noble Group. Okay, Noble is again we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and expecting wave 5 next. We were here at the last video, and I said that Noble is also in an expanding triangle with wave subwave 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave broken up into ABC. So we already have the ABC. The question is whether is it going to break to the top or to the bottom. But looking at the market sentiment, the weakness in the market today, I think very likely we are going to see a drop tomorrow to continue and finish up the wave 5 before any recovery comes in. Next, I also showed you YangZiJiang, and here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 in a contracting triangle rather than an expanding triangle. Here we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, there's a slight overthrow to the top side, and expected wave. The next wave is also to the downside. Okay, before the any recovery comes in. Now take note that the likelihood is down, but then it can also break to the top side. So you have to be cautious and take a look at the move and see whether is it a strong or is it a weak move, because it could drop slightly and then snap up back again. The other chart that I showed was Golden Agri. I say that Golden Agri is one of the chart that's looking bullish. The reason is because instead of having a 5 wave down, it has a 7 wave, which is a corrective pattern. So here you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th wave broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I said that very likely we are going to see a bullish move on Golden Agri, and the move will be confirmed if it breaks this trend line with in a convincing manner. So right now we have 3 white soldiers here with strong volume. So the move has been confirmed, but the run-up has been quite fast. So I think that what will happen next is, as we know, STI has hit seems to have hit a wall for the time being. Very likely we are going to see a slight retracement, and before it continues on to higher prices. So then the question is, how much is it going to retrace? Now take a look at this. We can draw out a Fibonacci retracement scale here, and this type of wave 1 and retest of this bottom would most likely be a 61.8%. So we can expect the price to drop to about 0.615 before it moves up. Okay, and it's so if let's say 0.615 is somewhere around here. Okay, so what we can do is, let's say we draw out a support, a horizontal line here. So what will happen is it will go up, most likely it will come down. Okay, and I'll be watching a few things. First of all, the volume on the way down. You can see the volume on the way up is quite good, quite strong, quite solid. And if the volume on the way down is weaker, okay, very high chance we are going to see a much further push up. And it's quite nice because at this point 0.615 you can put a stop loss here. Okay, and so you have a minimal loss, but with a reward which is much higher. Okay, so Golden Agri is one of the counter that I think it has potential to go up. So we'll be looking at that in detail in the next few days. Finally, I also showed SGX. I was of the opinion that we are going to see a bullish move. Okay, but SGX went up, but the last 3 days it has been retracing in a horizontal move, which looks like a triangle. Okay, and I'm afraid that looking at the strength in SGX, the volume is very weak. Most likely the triangle is going to break to the bottom. Okay, so this is not a good sign for the bulls, and the immediate target for that will be 5.8, which is the previous support region here, before we can see any move to the top side. Okay, now coming back to the chart on STI, as you have seen, we have a slight spike up to the top, and I said that it will most likely sell down hard, and this would be the last leg of the sell down before the recovery comes in. So far some of the component stocks that I presented a while ago are also presenting the same pattern, so we can continue to monitor this and see if we get any opportunities from here. Okay, as usual, I like to highlight that this video is for educational purpose only and is not an inducement to trade. So take a moment to read the rest of the disclaimer, and with that I like to say have a good week ahead.